All right, and more on this, we have Ajay Mishra joining us from Guwahati. Well, Ajay, Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate the Advantage Assam 2.0 Investment and Infrastructure Summit 2025 today in Guwahati. Tell us the highlights and what all is expected.
Thanks, Lipakshi. Advantage Assam 2.0 is very important milestone for economy of Assam, because Assam, I think after Gujarat, is only state which has recorded 12.6% of GDP, state GDP growth in the last one decade, and last year in 2023-24, it recorded GDP growth rate of over 19%. This is the growth story which Assam, along with its cultural diversity, would like to tell to the investors from throughout the world that here is a state which is a gateway to Southeast Asia, which is a huge market of $840 billion, and it can prove to be a giant space for their investment and for the returns. There are 8 focus sectors, starting from ecotourism to renewable energy and hydrocarbons, aerospace and defense manufacturing. I just wanted to tell you that just ahead of this very important summit, the state government have come out with this new aerospace and defense manufacturing, which means that they are expecting some kind of big ticket investment into this sector. They have also come up with a startup policy 2025 ahead of this summit. Very important. Biodiversity Act has been introduced for the second time. Fragrance and flavors, mobility and logistics, bamboo and sustainable harvest, and food and beverage. These are some of the focus sectors, and not to forget that $3.3 billion of investment which has been announced by Tatas are going to be a big boost for the investors as well as for the young population out here in Assam. So yes, Advantage Assam 2.0 is all set to welcome investors from across the world. There are 14 countries, 14 partner countries which are expected to participate, and over 60 mission heads are accompanying our External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, and they are expected to join this Prime Minister's address, which is going to start at 11 o'clock here in Guwahati. Lipakshi.
All right, Ajay. All right. Also, with over 240 exhibitors and participation from global leaders and international organizations, how do you think Advantage Assam 2.0 Summit will impact the state's position in global trade and investments, particularly regarding Assam's evolving industrial landscape, as you mentioned, and the role of MSMEs?
I think these are very important sectors, as you just mentioned, that MSME is the backbone of Assamese economy, and we understand that going forward, the focus sectors that we just mentioned, this is, remember, this is infrastructure and investment summit. So we are expecting big ticket announcement on the front of infrastructure, because Nitin Gadkari, who is known as the infrastructure man of India, is also participating. Finance Ministry expected to is also expecting here to address the valedictory session. Hardeep Singh Puri, who is Minister for Petroleum and Hydrocarbons, will be here. Highways to Assam will be addressed by the Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, who is also the Donor Minister. Act First, Act Fast will be the session will be addressed by S. Jaishankar, who will be accompanied by more than 60 diplomats out here. So it's a full circle for Assam, where whole economic affairs cabinet will be present tomorrow. But today is the day of big message from the Prime Minister. I think the big message he's going to give to the investors, that this is the right time to come to Assam and take advantage of the new policies that has been come up, and the infrastructure development that has been the focus of the central as well as the state governments, which will contribute to not just developed Assam, but to the developed India in general. Everyone is expecting big ticket announcement. Not to forget the MSME and the bamboo based horticulture and biodiversity, which is the backbone of the Assamese economies, and we expect that does some investment oriented and employment oriented announcements are going to come up in a short while from now.
All right, big announcements awaited there. Thank you so much, Ajay, for all those details from there.